why she doesn't respect you, to me, it's very, very simple. It's very simple. She doesn't respect you because you don't respect yourself. The most important thing that you have to do is you have to respect yourself. You have to respect who you are first. You cannot expect anybody else to respect you if you don't respect yourself. I'll give you guys a great example. You know, when we're in relationships, we love to tell our partner, we love to tell our girl. I tell my girl all the time, nah, this week I'm locking in. This week I'm really going to be consistent. And so if I tell her that and then I don't do that, you better believe that she's taking note. He said he was going to be consistent and he is not. Now, I'm not saying that there's an actual note, laying around in the house that you can find, but it's in her mind. It's a subconscious note where he did not keep the promises that he made for himself. He did not fulfill those promises. He said he was going to be consistent. He said he was going to go to the gym, and he did not do that, right? And so when you say you're going to lock in this week, don't expect her to, say anything like, oh, you better lock in. No. She's taking note. She's taking note to see the type of man you are. Are you a man worthy of respect? Now, of course, we could say, yeah, everybody deserves respect, but I'm not going to lie to you. A man that's not purpose driven and a man that's not locking in, I respect everybody for being human beings, but I can't respect you for wasting life. I cannot respect you for not putting in the effort that you could be, right? And that doesn't mean that I don't respect people. I respect people, but I'll respect you more, especially when you say you want a better life for yourself and you put the work in to actually get a better life for yourself, to accomplish those things. I respect you. So the same way we respect our brothers for putting in the work, your girl respects you for putting in the work. She's not going to respect you if you're not putting in the work, if you're not keeping your promises. So when you say, hey, I'm going to go to the gym this week, I'm going to be consistent, I'm going to lock in this week, make sure that you tell it to yourself first before you tell it to the world, before you tell it to your girl. Make sure that you hold yourself accountable. Make sure that when you say that, you know for certain you're going to go ahead and do it. Make sure, because you have to lead by example, right? You see what I'm saying? You have to lead by example. Why would you want to follow a man who cannot lead himself, right? Why would you want to follow a man who does not respect himself enough to keep his own promises, right? So when she needs you and you make a promise to her, how can she respect you? How can she believe that you'll fulfill those promises when you don't keep the promises you make to yourself? As a matter of fact, today I told myself I'm going to go to the gym. So that's exactly where I'm going to go. We're going to go to the gym because that's what I said I was going to do today. And I told my girl that as well. You see what I'm saying? I told her I'm working out and that's what I'm going to do. And so I like to fulfill my own promises. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Are you guys fulfilling your own promises? If you're a man of your word, then people have no choice but to respect you. If you're not a man of your word, then people will not respect you. And it all goes back to respecting yourself. That's what it all goes back to. Do you respect yourself enough to show up for yourself? Do you respect yourself enough to be consistent? Do you respect yourself enough to show up for your goals and dreams? Do you respect yourself enough? Do you? So that's one reason why she doesn't respect you, is because you don't respect yourself, right? You have to respect yourself. You have to respect yourself. Another way that you respect yourself is you don't allow other people to disrespect you, including her, right? So if you allow her to disrespect you over and over and over, over and over and over again, you keep allowing her to disrespect you, then guess what? Guess what? She's going to keep doing that. She's going to keep disrespecting you because you keep allowing her to. You're not telling her the things that you don't like. You're not telling her, hey, don't do that. I don't appreciate that because I don't do that to you. You see what I'm saying? So if you feel like you keep getting disrespected, brother, how could she ever know that if you're not telling her that? If you're scared to let her know, hey, you're disrespecting me. You have to stand up for yourself. You have to let her know these things the same way she'll let you know, hey, don't scream at me, right? Don't raise your voice at me. When you get in a relationship as men, you start to understand and grasp your voice is significantly more powerful than her voice. So we're not going to be out screaming each other. Let's not do that. Let's have a civilized conversation as two human beings that's in a relationship. Okay? You want her to respect you, you have to let her know the things that you like, the things that you dislike. Okay? Because she's going to let you know those things. I'm telling you, she's going to let you know, hey, I like when you do this, I don't like when you do that. If you're scared to set those boundaries, you're always going to get walked on. So what are the two things that we covered so far? If you don't respect yourself, nobody's going to respect you, right? And the second thing that we covered is if you don't let people know what's disrespectful, they're going to keep doing it over and over and over again because they're going to think that it's okay. It's up to you to change the narrative. It's up for you to set the standard of what you will accept and what you will not accept. The problem is a lot of my brothers, man, y'all are accepting a lot of stuff that y'all should not be accepting. And that's why we in this mess now. And that's why you watching this video. You should have been told her you ain't like that, right? You should have been did that, but you still got time. You still got time on the clock. You can still fix it, you know? It ain't over, but you got to start now. You know, when people do things that you don't like, when people do things that you don't appreciate, you have every right to let them know that. You have every right to say, hey, I don't appreciate that. I don't like that, right? I don't appreciate that. You have to stand up for yourself as a human being, okay? And that's how the relationship can get better. Right? If you're afraid that she's going to leave you because you're standing up for yourself, then maybe that's not the right relationship for you to be in. Somebody who truly, truly loves you will understand and will want to be a better companion for yourself. They'll want to be a better companion for you. And remember though, the reason why we started with you have to respect yourself and you have to keep your promises is because when you start to ask people to change their behaviors, they want to make sure that you're changing your behaviors first. So make sure that you're a good person. Make sure that you respect your partner before you ask your partner to respect you, right? Make sure you're respecting her because respect goes both ways. You gotta respect yourself, bro, because the truth is the things that you tolerate are the things that's going to keep coming back in your life over and over again. It's going to keep happening. Like I said, if you tolerate disrespect, that's all you're gonna get. If you tolerate respect, then that's what you're gonna get, right? So you have to set the standard for yourself. And you gotta let people know, hey, if you disrespect me, you know, then this can't continue. You can't be afraid to walk away. Walking away is your superpower. Right? A lot of y'all don't understand that. A lot of y'all don't understand that walking away from situations that don't serve you is your superpower. That's what makes you great. That's what makes you a man. Is you're not afraid to walk away from situations that don't serve you. You know that life will give you a better situation. You trust in that, right? But instead, you stay around situations that don't serve you and that don't make you better. And I'm trying to wonder why. I'm trying to understand why. Why do you do that to yourself? Why do you stay in situations that don't add value into your life? Why do you stay around people that don't care how they treat you or how they disrespect you? You know, that's not fair. So hopefully once you start to set these standards and these boundaries, they do begin to treat you right. Right? Again though, remember, the most important thing, she's going to respect you once you respect yourself and once you begin to elevate your life, right? Your goals, it may not happen overnight, but the fact that you're working towards it, the fact that you're not giving up on yourself, the fact that you speak positively to yourself, right? You're not disrespecting yourself, even in the ways that you talk. You're not calling yourself dumb. You're not saying that you can't do something. You always try to figure it out, right? That's respecting yourself. You always going to show up. That's respecting yourself. You're always going to find a way. That's how you respect yourself. But if you talk down on yourself, if you talk negative to yourself, then people are going to think it's okay to talk negative to you as well. Don't ever talk bad about yourself. Don't ever talk negative to yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like once you start talking negative to yourself, like I said, bro, people are going to do that to you. People are going to start talking negative towards you. So you have to fix that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't talk negative about yourself. Don't ever do that. Always talk positive about yourself. And people are going to start talking positive about you. So remember, your outer world is a reflection of what's going on in here, right? You want people to respect you, you got to respect yourself first. You want people to love you, you got to love yourself first. You got to love yourself first. You want people to treat you right, you got to treat yourself right first. Once you do those things for yourself first, then you can start having the expectation and the standard for other people to do that for you. But a lot of y'all don't respect yourself. A lot of y'all not showing up for yourself. And that's what's first and foremost. That's what matters first. You got to respect everything about yourself, bro. I'm talking about even down to how you look, you know, how you treat yourself, you know, how do you take care of yourself, from your skincare routine, you know, we use Teach Hanley over here, from everything, bro, your teeth, your smile, you know, how you talk, you know, like you have to make sure that everything that you do, you're doing your best to be your best, because that shows that, you know, you're demanding respect. You know what's crazy too? You know, before I started working out, you know, I was never like super skinny, but we was all skinny, bro. Like we didn't just have all these muscles out of nowhere. Like you had to work out for these muscles, right? But you know, once I started putting on muscles, the respect became more and more and more, because people respect somebody who's able to work on themselves and do something without getting results right away. People respect you for doing that. People respect you for going to the gym. People respect you for working out. You know, people respect you for wanting to be the best version of yourself. So once you start to take care of yourself and respect yourself, again, people are going to do that, and they're going to respect you because they see that you're working on yourself. They see that you're able to be a man of patience, a man of discipline, a man of consistency. If you're on your purpose, your girl is going to respect you, bro, because you're on your purpose. You're locked in. You're doing the work. You're doing the things that you need to do to carry you to the next level. She has to respect that. She has to respect that. She has to appreciate that. But here's the thing, a lot of y'all, you not on your purpose, and then you wonder why your girl don't respect you. Have you been on your purpose? Have you been doing the things that you need to do as a man? Have you been leveling up? Have you been consistent? Have you been disciplined? Have you been going to the gym? Have you been working on your goals and dreams? Are you showing up to work on time? Are you consistent within the relationship? Consistent in all areas of your life? One of my favorite motivational videos, it was a SGA basketball player, and the commentator asked him,
how are you just so consistent, like the tide, night in and night out?
He's like, you know, I'm consistent in all areas of my life.
My whole life is consistent. Everything I do.
Not just with basketball, but with family, friends, showing up for people, showing up for myself in the gym, training. And then you can hear his homeboys in the back going crazy.
From what I eat to when I sleep, to my recovery, to my loved ones, everything's consistent. And it's a routine for me at this point.
And the point is, you have to be consistent in all areas of your life. The men that are consistent are the men that get the respect. Showing up every day is like, I respect that. I'm in the gym, when I see the same people all the times, like, I respect that. It's not like January 1st, you know, everybody got a resolution. Everybody want to work out because it's January 1st. No. You already been in here. You gonna be in here January 1st and December 31st. And through that, you was always here. I gotta respect you for that. You're not just popping up because it's convenient. You're not just popping up because it's the cool thing to do. You're popping up because that's what your goals and dreams require of you. It requires you to put that work in. It requires you to lock in. So that's what I'm asking y'all. Are y'all truly locked in? Are you truly doing what you need to do? Because if you are, then your girl is going to respect you. She's going to respect you a hell of a lot, because most guys are not on their purpose. Most guys are not working out. Most guys don't care how they look. Most guys are not putting in the work. Most guys don't believe in themselves. Most guys are just most guys, average. But when you're going above and beyond, when you're doing the things that you need to do, when you're locked in, when you're focused, she has no choice but to respect you. She has no choice but to respect that. She's going to definitely respect you for that. So I hope, man, I hope that y'all just keep doing the things that you know you need to do, that you keep showing up for yourself, that you respect yourself enough to where the people around you have to respect you. It's like they got to give you your credit. They have to appreciate you. Right? So when your girl see that you putting in the work every single day, you don't think she's going to appreciate you? She's going to appreciate that. She's going to appreciate that. She has to respect that. Right? So when you respect yourself, again, people respect you. And when you stand up for yourself, people respect you. That goes for everybody. Your girl is watching how other people talk to you. Your homeboys can't talk to you no type of way. Your family, your parents, they can't talk to you no type of way. That doesn't mean that you get disrespectful. It means that you set the standard of respect for both parties. Hey, let's not talk to each other like that. Let's not do that. Don't just do that for her. Don't just tell her that. Make sure that you letting the family know if you have to. Make sure that you letting your friends know, because she's gonna see if you're letting your friends take advantage of you and talk to you crazy. You have to set the standard of respect for everybody in your life. Everybody in your life has to match that standard of respect. I respect you, you respect me, because your girl is taking notes. Your girl is watching. If you allow other people to disrespect you, then she's going to think that it's okay to disrespect you. She's going to try to disrespect you. So you wonder why your girl doesn't respect you, but your friends, when you hang out with your friends, they don't respect you. When you say you're not going to eat that pizza, but you go ahead and eat that pizza, you don't respect yourself. So she's not taking you seriously because you don't take yourself seriously. I'm going to repeat that one more time because that's a bar. That's a gem. That's key. That's key, brother. She doesn't respect you because you don't respect you. In other words, she's not going to take you serious because you aren't taking yourself serious. When are you going to take yourself serious? When are you going to lock in? When are you going to be focused? When are you going to be disciplined? When are you going to be consistent? When are you going to be driven? When are you going to do the things that you know you need to do to get you to where you want to go? When? When, bro? The quicker, the better. Right? When you say you're going to lock in, when you lock in, people have to respect that because you actually locked in. It's your life, brother. You decide if you want to take your life serious or not. But if you don't take your own life serious, how are people going to take you serious? How are people going to respect you? If you don't love yourself, how are people going to love you? You haven't even set the standard for yourself, so how do people know how to love you? You haven't set the standard of respect for yourself, so how do people know to follow the standard? How do people know to respect you? Because respect looks different for everybody. What's disrespectful to me may not be disrespectful to you. The only way that I'm able to know that is if I set the standard of respect for myself. And because I set that standard, I'm able to share that standard with others, and they can follow that standard if they want to be in my life. So you have to create a list of things that you believe is respectful and disrespectful, because that's how you're able to create a standard that other people are able to follow. But you have to follow that standard first. You have to follow that list first. Something that we can all agree on is being a man of our word. If we say we're going to do something, we need to do it. That's how we respect ourselves, right? We keep the promises that we made. Okay? So that's a level of respect. So if somebody tells you something and they say they're going to do something and they don't do it, and you find that disrespectful, that's good. Let that person know you find that disrespectful. Let them know you find that disrespectful. The problem is you don't have a standard, you don't have a list, you don't have boundaries, you don't have any type of requirements. So people are going to treat you any which way because you haven't set the standard. And that's y'all problem. Y'all not setting no standard. Oh, why don't so-and-so respect me? Why don't so-and-so respect me? Why don't you respect you? Why don't you let them know what they need to do? Why don't you let them know what they need to do in order to respect you better? You have to let them know that. You have to set the standard. That's going to change your relationship drastically. I'm talking about 100%, 1,000% better. You have no list. You have no standard. Right? So create that and follow that list for yourself. And again, vice versa. Don't just do it for yourself. Do it for the other person as well. Make sure you're respecting the other person as well. Make sure you're respecting their wishes. Because at the end of the day, it has to be vice versa. It has to be symbiotic. It has to be respectful on both accords. That's the only way this is going to work. It's the only way. You know, I ain't telling y'all to do nothing toxic. Everything that y'all need to do and everything that you're requiring somebody else to do, I'm telling y'all to require it from yourself first. And that's how you make it not toxic. Because it's like, well, if I'm telling you to respect me, I gotta respect you in the ways that you want to be respected. Let your significant other know to make their list, bro. So they know that it's a respect thing, that it's something that you're both doing. Right. And because you're willing to do it too, you're willing to follow their list of what it means to respect them. They're going to be way more willing to respect your list. That's communication skills 101. So I hope this video helped. If you want to talk more about it, you could definitely book a one-on-one consultation with me. At the end of the day, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. You know, I thank y'all for supporting me. I thank you for being purpose driven. Let's continue being the best version of ourselves. And we're definitely going to keep making videos like these about female nature, about relationships, because when we're men in this life, those things are very important. We cannot neglect those things. So expect more videos like this in the future. I love y'all. Peace.